Hey guys, how we doing? Let me check the microphone and everything is going. That's a mic check, successful. Let's do a sound check. See if we can. Ooh, is that Goldie coming through with a resub? Resub for 2 months. Goldie, you're gonna be in the lead, man. That's gonna be like you're not even here yet. That was just happening in the background. Yeah. You are definitely going to be the sub leader, man. It's not possible. Nobody else could possibly unseat you there. That's awesome. I think you got in first. You were like the first sub ever. Vegas, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have you along. Good to have you along, Vegas. How you doing? How you doing? I'm still getting set up. I'm firing up all my programs and getting everything ready. Yeah, as long as I keep it going. If it ever gets like, I don't know how that works. I don't know enough about how this works, but I'll gift you a sub so that you stay in the top spot. I'll make sure that happens. It's one of those you just wouldn't feel right if it wasn't the case. You're good, Vegas? I'm good. My day was a roller coaster. It was incredibly busy, super chaotic. It was like up and down, and then yeah, it ended on a really good note so far, and hopefully another great stream. I don't know if Fass mentioned, but we're both going back to the Gold Coast to celebrate like the 70th birthday of our stepdad. So we're going to be a while away. So I figure I can't miss this stream. I really need to get in and hit it up. Make sure I have a good stream, just like Fass. At the end of the stream, I think she's doing her stream for the first time in a long time, where we leave. Yeah, that's right. We're leaving pretty soon. So I figured I should get in, do a last stream before we're away for a while. I might find some way to do some streams, but I've been planning my next week out. And I'm looking at it, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty chock-a-block. It's really full of stuff. So I don't know when it'll fit in. It might not. It might not. So we might both be away for a little while. But yeah, thank you, Goldie, for the resub. So you've resubbed for 6 months too. Jesus, I didn't even notice that. You've been subscribed for 2 and you resub for 6 months. Amazing. Thank you so much. And look at that. We also had we had a follow while we were offline as well. We had Bombito. That's awesome. And Overstrand, like the Overstrand followed. Nighthawk as well. So I don't know what happened. Why did this happen? Overnight, guys, we had new followers. How cool is that? How cool is that? It's like, I don't know why. Where are these people coming from? How are they finding us? That's awesome. Isn't that cool? Overstrand, I know where he's coming from. I really like Overstrand as a person. He's like such a awesome, like he is my kind of human. I'm really glad that I get to like have him around in life. We've been going to the gym a little bit lately, and a while ago as well. I got to know him over New Year's. That was awesome. But yeah, he's followed now, so that's cool. That's cool, though. I think his YouTube is really awesome. I want to learn how to do good YouTube from Ovo. He is a master of that, and so yeah, that'll be cool if I can manage to do that. Because the YouTube is like it's boiling away in the background there, guys. He's got really interesting things to say about how to YouTube, and I would love to learn. And the other thing is he's looking at having content made too. Like he wants to have his own Fortnite maps and stuff like that. And I am really keen to work with him on that. That would be just so freaking cool. That'd be such a cool thing if we could take the concepts that he has and come here and just like stream them, stream the process of making them. That would be really, really, really cool. So we'll see if we can get there. But yeah, I think it can happen. But let's see where we're at. We had a really productive stream last time, didn't we? We got to the point where we had good progress on the swear jar. We got that text, the number overlay. I think the one thing, it might have even been your suggestion, Goldie, you were saying what we need is something that like has the swear word like pop out and like come up as a animated thing. Um, yeah, I think that'd be a cool thing to work on potentially this stream. Um, yeah, that was a cool idea, Goldie. And did I put it on the list? The other thing I see here on the list up there is you know what? I need to have like, we're going to do it right now. We're going to make a planning scene because last time we also split out, let's see, we need everything from basically everything. We're just going to do it live, guys. We're going to do it live. We need that in the planning. We'll put that in the background. We'll put also, we definitely need our HUD. Sergius, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you along, man. How's it going? Hello. Let's see. Who's that Hey Guys emote? I haven't seen that. It's a global emote? Cool, cool. Good to see you, Sergius. How have you been? How's life? You ready for a good stream? I think we're just now getting a new thing together. The chatting, like last stream, we split out this where is it? It's the to-do list, and so I figure now what we can do is this. We can have planning, and then we can also have working has our small chat. Where is it? That's the one. Then planning, if I turn that on, there we go. Then we can discuss what we should make together. Isn't that a good idea? I did it live. I was like, you know what? We need this. We're just gonna make it happen. But yeah, okay. So we've got a handwritten. I think we're just gonna do the handwritten count on the font, and we're also gonna do the animated swear word. Hantak, welcome. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it to the stream. Oh, man, it's so great to have regulars for this. It's really cool to have people that you know are just gonna like show up and be here like every damn time. It's so cool. Burdica said yesterday that she needs to have a swear jar on her stream. Did you guys tell her we're working on it? That we're gonna make it real? That she can have this one? That's really cool. If she wants to use it, it's like, it's ready to go. It's nearly ready to go. It's so close. It's so close. We need to update our to-do list too, don't we, guys? We've got the, we've got our, if I open up the heads-up display, yep. Then we have our to-do list. So the haircut, we can actually stick that in the done column, can't we? And I think we've also got the count on the swear jar, can also go on the done column. Yep, it's already there. So that's I think what I think we're about to do. Hey, it's Fizz. How you doing, Fizz? Welcome to the stream, man. We're just getting going. We're just planning our to-do. As you guys can see, haircut is now in the don column. All that's left is the nacho cooking stream, which I'm like, maybe I'm not even gonna get to it. I'm not even gonna get to it. I have to apologize to Nacho for this taking so damn long. I would have thought that organizing a cooking stream would have been done, but at least he can see it's there on the backlog. It's 100% like on the things that we're going to do, so it's not going to get forgotten. But yeah, okay. Today, I think what we're going to be doing, guys, is the handwritten count for the font, and also the animated swear word text. Though Fasffy hasn't got back to me about that font, we might just have to go with like with a temporary font, a temporary handwritten font instead. I need to add some redeems, like review my code or review my system or hydrate. That's a cool idea, Hantak. I asked Fast for the font goalie, and she's as busy as I am, so she didn't manage to do it. She didn't send the font through, but it's totally okay. We'll understand when she does something like that. And we'll use a font as a placeholder, and when she gets us that font, we'll replace it. But you know what? I really like that idea, Hantak. Can you elaborate? Like, to do redeems, what do I need to do? Is this something I set up? I don't set it up in Twitch. I set it up in Stream Elements, right? Or how does that actually work? Maybe you know, Goldie. You are my all-knowing moderator, person with infinite knowledge of twitchy things. Perhaps you guys can add some light on that, because I'd be down for doing some of that. I need to set it up. Okay, it's on the Twitch backend. All right, so those were really good suggestions. You know what I'm even going to do? Since we're in planning mode and you pick the right time to plan a thing, let's say we're going to set up redeems. And you know what? I'll put that on this list for now, but there's also actually our to-do list. There's like a base code to-do list on my, on tasks. This one. Let me pull it up. So on this list here, this is where I'm going to stick that, because that seems like a really cool idea. So we need redeems, and as a subtask to that, if I increase our indent, we're going to have code review. Code review is such a cool concept. That's a really good idea. Review my system, as in like you're talking about like your riced up Linux installation, or are we talking like review my the hardware for my computer? Because could do it. Review my system, but I think the code review one, that's especially cool. That's an especially cool idea. Where's our indent? Let's see. It's supposed to be like a redeem just needs add subtask, doesn't it? Redeems, add subtask, code review. I especially like that one, but we need to set up redeems. Set up redeems. So those are ideas on the task backlog. Just the desk setup. So like what's it called? There's that Reddit channel where it's like battle station, like r/battle stations or something like that. That's that's a really cool idea. Okay, so review the PC office setups. You know, all of this stuff needs to happen there's also like 22 other tasks here that I eventually have to get to, one of which is a Discord. I really just need to get a Discord up and running. I'm sorry I haven't had the chance to do that yet. Make the code review expensive. By the way, Primage, is that the Primagen? Yeah, has help me with a bug on 50,000 points where he solves the viewer's code bug and optimizes with them. That's cool. That's a really cool one. So code review should be expensive. I really like the idea of that. Solve my game bug. Let's do like Unity game bug. That'll be a cool one. Or we could even implement a Unity feature. Maybe that would be like another really cool and expensive one. Implement Unity feature. That could be cool. Depending on like, I don't know. I can be very particular with code, and maybe people wouldn't want to get grilled on stream for the quality of their code, but who knows? But yeah, for today's plan, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to just like change a handwritten font, and we're going to add an animated swear word. Fizz, I wouldn't mind, to be honest. It would help me. I mean, it's definitely something that you can do with like, you could just pull a GitHub repository and like jump into doing stuff. Could be cool. So what's going on there? I need to expand that out and up this way because it's getting big, and then size it down. Our list's getting long. How long is it getting? It's getting pretty huge. All right, cool. Let's jump straight into it, shall we? Go straight into working. We'll set up the handwritten font and take it from there. You need to take criticism on your code. I definitely need to. I need to take criticism for your code. I think, when you're open to advice, what you get is like, when you're open to feedback, you get advice. When you're closed to feedback, you get criticism. So that attitude, Hantak, is really, really valuable. Raid incoming. Holy boom. Fass is done. Welcome to the after show, guys. Thank you, Fass. Thank you for the raid. How y'all doing? We were just finishing planning our work. Do you want to hang around for a moment, Fass, and see what we got done last time? Because it's getting pretty good. I don't have the project up and running. Let me get that running so that we can show you where we're at, because we're getting closer and closer and closer. Also, by the way, Fass, your community tells me you have a really cool handwritten font, and they think we should use it on the front end of our application. Do you have that lying around? Because we could totally make use of it right now if you wanted to. If you wanted your font in your thing, that would be really, really cool. And holy crap, there we go. Saberman with a one month tier 1 gift to Dev. Thank you, Saber. I really appreciate that. That's so cool. And that means we're 75% of the way to our sub goal, which seemed like a ridiculously out of reach sub goal. So the fact that we're sitting there approaching that is really, really cool. Thank you, Saber. Super appreciate it. And another follow from Dean. Dino Sim, dude, thank you for the follow. We're getting off the ground here, doing some really cool things. I appreciate you jumping in and giving me a follow. That's super good. You'll be able to follow along progress as we do our development. And when you come back and see Fasffy's stream with a swear jar, you're going to know where the heck it came from and how it got made. How cool's that? Okay, Fass sent me it on Discord. So we're going to be able to use her font, guys, which is awesome. That means, yeah, we're going to get a lot done this stream. We're also going to make it work and look really cool with Fass's special font. Let me show you where we're at right now, though, Fass. I'm going to fire it up, and I'll show you how cool it's looking right now. Are you still live? Just out of curiosity, because then if you are, you can test it as well. I imagine you're probably not live anymore, but we can have a quick look to see if you are. Let's see. Is Fass still live? Probably not. Probably not. She's probably, as she rated, gone offline like you're supposed to do. Very smart. Very smart. It would be awesome to use. Yeah, like I think everybody's really keen for you to use your font. That would be awesome. Okay, here we go. We've got it up and running. Let me jump across to working and go base code. And we're off. Oh, hey, what the heck? That's curious. I don't remember changing this font to a handwritten font. When the hell did I do that? What is going on? I am confused. Yeah, did I ask the AI to do this and it did it while I wasn't paying attention? That's pretty strange. That's pretty strange. Yeah, what the heck, right? It's already looking handwritten, but we didn't do that. We absolutely didn't do that. It must have happened with, okay, yeah, I must have told the AI to do it at some point, and then it just did. We're going to stash that one file so that you all can see it as it was. We'll rerun. That's awkward. That's orkies, right? A little bit awkward. AI gone rogue. Just implementing features while I sleep. Oh, man. How's that? AI definitely gone rogue on that one. That's super spooky. We didn't ask it to, and it just did it. I think I probably like ran it last night, and then like when I ended the stream, it was just like running in the background. We were waiting in the queue. What would have happened is I would have gone away from my computer. It would have finished in the queue and then made the change. And then I just like, when I was gone, it was like, yeah, no, that's fine. But yeah, look, Fass, if you're still around, here we go. Look how cute the swear jar's looking with the number. And here we go. We're going to be rude. Ready, Fass? Shit, fuck, damn, ass, asshole, prick, dick, dickhead, cock, cocksucker, wanker. Ready? And there we go. It's filling up and the number goes up. Huh? I mean, that was a lot. That was a lot of swears right there. And I think some thread is running twice in the background. But yeah, it's looking better, right? And just think how cool this is going to look when it's your font right here over that. Hey, we've got Bacon J. Wyatt with a follow. Thank you for following, man. Really appreciate it. It's a cool project we're working on, right? No? Isn't this cool? I think it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm into it. I think we've got something good going on. We get like any streamer is going to be able to use this. But you know, who was it? Bert was saying that she wanted to use it. She'll be able to use it. Anyone can just like go onto the website and be like, "Hey, check my swearing for this stream," and then off it goes. Look who's here! Look who's here, guys!
Wow, that looks pretty cool.
It looks very cool.
One might even say that looks fucking cool.
Lol. It's gonna do it twice because I've got it running twice. But just wait. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Lol. And it has a sound. It has a stupid little sound. Really Isn't it looking good?
That's
Here,
awesome.
let me put it as a stream element so everybody can see. We'll go nya, and then we'll go nya, and we'll go nya, and then
it's a lot of nyang.
yes, nya. There we go. Put the swear jar there on base code, and then look, it can sit up here like a cute little swear jar.
Oh my god.
And now now that I look at it that small. Hey, Draylog, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it, man.
Did you make your follow notification the Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, I did. That's what it is. That's
great.
what it is. Fash got it. See, she's a real nerd. She understands.
That's so good.
She gets it.
That's an emote in Fortnite that I have, and I use it
Oh,
all
is
the
it?
time. Yeah, you pull out a little exclamation mark, you go, "Bling."
Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. But yeah, look, now it's running, and if we were to swear, though it's not rendering consistently. OBS treats the position of the object a little bit different, which is really disappointing because it should look the same in the browser as this. But if we go, fuck, shit, damn, cock, wanker, bullshit, then your little swear jar on stream, look at that, make it rain. I didn't. It's
Whoa, that's all you said it a lot of times.
I didn't. What's happening is see how in the text it's reprocessing several times. If I were to stop it and start it again, I have to like make it gracefully end. You'll see this goes dead now. If I said "die," it'll go and then reconnect. And then if I run it again, when that starts again, it'll only do one for each swear word, which is what we're after. See, up and running again. Try now.
That's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Sorry, don't try just yet. Wait until this upbeat music ends. It's what, I don't know. Twitch is doing something in the background where it plays upbeat music while you're connecting to the stream. And so when it...
Wow, that's crazy. Wouldn't it be great if you could just have a direct feed to the person's
I
microphone?
know.
I will. To do that?
It's on the backlog. Fass's idea, guys. Fass's idea is that she wants it to have a direct connection to the microphone. So that so that it just like goes more seamlessly with less need for integration. But go.
Well, I don't know what the fuck to say right now. That's what? Why did they make that number go up? Piece of shit.
Very
Little
good.
shit jaw. Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize that you were around. I thought you were doing fucking nothing.
So there it is. We need to make the number bigger so it reads nicely. Yep, that's it. Working well, guys.
That's so cool that you've just done that.
Just for funsies, just because you had a cool idea.
That's so fun.
You know how many cool ideas Fass has? We're gonna make all of them, all of the cool ideas. That's what's happening. Just cause. I think this is a good one.
Chat always has way better ideas than I have.
Look, you want to see what they've got?
Always trump me.
We're building a backlog of ideas. We have our own like planning mode right here where, there we go. Like with all these ideas, they're coming, like the jar needs to overflow. Like some direct integration to Twitch would be really cool.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta make the lid screw off, then empty the coins out into something else that then becomes like a tally. Or like a certain like star grading or something. You know how you can upgrade gear and stuff to have like a tier like list or something? Like so you can get 5 stars and that's like 100 times 5 means you're at 500.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Is this an inside joke, or is this just, are you guys recognizing a pattern that I like lists? I have a lot of lists, it's true. Either that or there's a meme here with you and lists, Fass. Fass also like lists. Incidentally, she's a list person.
I don't think I...
She likes to plan. She likes lists.
No, I think that's Penny just picking on you and your lists.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Potentially, I don't know.
That's fair, Penny. I do keep a lot of lists. I like to plan things out. Just if you guys saw my calendar or Fass's calendar for that matter, your minds would like be mind melty. Thormir, 5 subs. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Oh my god, do I butcher your name?
Who's getting it right? What do you say?
I say Tomier.
I mean,
Oh my god,
Thormir?
do I butcher your name?
Which one got it right?
No way.
Who? All right, that's a poll. Poll in the subs.
Why don't you just wait for him
Sorry,
to tell
poll
you?
in the. Yeah, well, he'll tell me, but
Oh my god.
like ultimately,
Tomir.
Tomir. Yeah, thank you.
Fass is more right. Oh my god, so neither of us are right, but it's
Fass
fine.
Fass
Tomir.
wins. Tomir. Okay,
Thank you
Tomir.
so much.
Fass, you were telling me I can
10.
rename people. How?
Yeah, not through the activity feed, it'd be in chat. So click in chat on
In
the
chat,
username.
yes.
Just try on any of them.
Tomir, you're getting a
Actually,
cool...
no, there's an edit button on the right. Click the edit.
Where is he?
No, scroll down. Scroll down.
Ah,
He's talked there. That's Tomir right there, Raider.
you all can see this.
Here,
Yep.
you can get edit.
Edit. Click to reply.
Maybe click on name. Just click on his name.
Click on the name.
And then the
then-
3 dots.
And then the 3 dots.
No.
Block! Report!
There was a way. I think it's in like 7TV or BTTV or something that you may not have in this chat window.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys remember? Is it that? What's that? Oh
What's
no, that's
what?
for your whole chat.
Chat highlight settings.
Settings.
Chat settings.
Chat appearance.
Chat appearance. Font size.
Does anyone
That can go
remember from
small.
chat?
Yeah, more font on screen at once.
I don't know.
All right, but
I
it's a
would've thought it
thing.
was
We'll
here
figure out
somewhere.
another time. Right now, we're
I
missing
think to
things.
remove
What
people,
happened?
Expanded. You need the BTTV. There
Semtex
you
is
go.
here. Hey, Semtex,
Yeah.
how you doing?
There you go. You need BTTV. Do you have that installed?
I do not have that installed. I do
Install
not
that.
even know what it is.
It allows people to use emotes in your stream.
Is it a Chrome plugin?
Yes, it is.
I told you Chrome plugins was the way to do this. I was like, I'm gonna write a Chrome plugin to allow people to allow me to rename people's things, and they're like, that's just built into Twitch. But turns out it's a plugin after all.
It's already done. You don't need to spend
Yeah,
time
I don't
doing
have
it.
to, I don't have to read.
My point still stands. I'm still
That's
right.
fine.
You're wrong.
No, you're right. You be right. Definitely. But yeah, thank you, Domir. Is that better? Really appreciate the subs, man. That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me.
Gifted, let's go.
I've seen people read out the names of every person who got the gifted sub. Is
Yeah,
that
you
a
can do
thing?
that.
Why do people do that?
Because if they're in the chat, then maybe they come out and say, hey.
Is anyone in the chat here? Is no
John
good
might
Nick?
be there.
Is John in the chat?
John Lloyd.
What about Maximus Dankius? I know Maximus
That's a great
Dankius
name.
has been around before. He's actually been active in the chat before.
Well, there you go. Maybe they're
We've got
around.
Mari Summer. We've got Zero Cool.
Oh my god, Mari Sama.
You know Zero.
Mari Sama.
You
We must go to the Japan.
You recognize
Mari-
Zero Cool? Do you know why that's such an awesome name?
From Hackers.
It's from Hackers. She knows all the things, guys. She knows all the things. Yeah, it's a Chrome plugin. All right, I need the Chrome plugin.
Why don't you just do it right now?
7TV. Fizz mentioned 7TV a few
That's
times.
another one. So BTTV
Yeah.
and 7TV kind of do the same thing.
Someone has last stream suggested you draw a slit at the top of the swear jar lid for the coins to theoretically fall through.
True. Then they slide.
It's a good idea, but then we would have to make them fall and bounce to the final location, which we could do, but would be way more complicated. We could do it. Don't get me wrong, we could do it. I'm not up beyond doing a needlessly complicated feature as exhibited by my desire to make a Chrome plugin to rename people in the Twitch chat. But we could, yeah, all right. Look.
Me too, slime, me too.
No idea is a bad idea. We'll stick it on the backlog.
You know
Let's
what
go
else was
back
an
to the
idea?
list.
To install BTTV and 7TV, which you're...
Both of these things? Okay. Are we doing that now?
Yep.
All right, we're doing it now.
Jiggle physics for
that's
coins.
it.
Yeah,
Jiggle
that's right. You
physics.
like that coin, don't you, Bacon?
We actually have
Yeah.
the jiggle. You know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
prove we have
Chat,
jiggle
you like
physics
that
for
jiggle
coin.
physics coin? Yeah, that's what I
Hold
thought.
on.
Yeah, you would. You would like that jiggle physics coin.
Here's the... Oh, shit. Test coin drop was not the... Okay, hold on. Test? What's it called? There's a thing. I'm going to find a thing and I'm going to prove to you that we have jiggle physics. Jar
I
tester.
hate how you can't see your chat.
Well, I can't right now because I moved it onto the other screen.
Yeah,
But
see,
usually...
like, why are you doing that?
Because we were showing chat what was happening.
They're
There we
yelling
go.
in the background, yeah.
There we go.
Jiggle for me, coins. Jiggle.
Ready?
Jiggle. Because I want to respond to Jack. Because I said something funny and I needed the confirmation bias that I was funny. Nobody
Ready?
laughed.
Jiggle. Jiggling coins. They're jiggling. But they're broken also because the last one jiggles. See how only one jiggles? Where they're all supposed to jiggle.
I think the one jiggling's fine.
The one jiggling's fine?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Jiggle physics. Done. Ship it. Already got jiggle
when
physics.
they all jiggle, unless it's like they all have their individual jiggle.
Yeah, well, I
But
would
if
like
they
to do
all
that.
jiggle as a collective, then it's weird. But then individual jiggles makes much more sense.
Yes, it does. And they should all jiggle in different directions. That's not presently happening at the moment. They all jiggle at the same time and they should...
Yeah.
Yeah, so look. Fine, guys. It's going on the backlog. It's going on the backlog. Jiggle physics. Let's jump across to our little planning list. So jiggle physics can come next, okay?
Corbin's got two screens. He's
Fix.
got one of my old screens and a laptop screen.
Oopsie daisy. Fix jiggle physics. Jiggle...
Why don't you just remove jiggle physics and make it so the coin goes through the slit in the top of the jar?
Because then they would all... Like right now... Look at this. If I refresh it, when coins fall and hit the right place, they fall in line with the place where they end. And so there's an animation from like above the point where they end to down, where what I'd have to do if I wanted them to fall through the coin slot would be I'd have to calculate the final offset, subtract that from the point, move that point up, have them fall, and then bounce into a different location, or they'd all just fall into a stack in the middle.
Can't you just make them... Well, no, because it'd fall in and they'd fall off because of physics.
Well, this isn't real physics. This is fake. This is
I
all
know.
fake physics. So I'd have to then make a whole physics system just for the coins. Right? Which is complicated. It's quite complicated to do. Physics systems just don't make themselves.
Okay, fine. Then just leave it.
Well, I'm open to suggestions, but...
No, apparently, but no!
I'll do it. Okay? Jiggle,
No, just make
jiggle
it so
physics.
that the lid screws off and they empty out and then you reset. I think that's more important.
Yeah, okay. So, well...
Fill in that jar, that bad boy, like, so quick. That's lasting 20 minutes on my screen.
People are saying that it should explode when it gets too full, and then coins should go all over the screen.
Oh, that's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then what, you just put
The
a
jar
spell
can
somewhere
like
else?
crack, and then the coins go
Just respawns.
everywhere. Yeah, and then a new jar appears. Yeah, that could work too, right?
See, I told you chat has better ideas than I do.
I mean, chat has some really good ideas, but to be fair, there's lots of them, and one of you, and the entire swear jar was your idea. So, like, you're winning, right? Take that, chat. Take that. She's winning. This is fake. What's fake, Blake? I think like Blake's fake. How many screens has Beans got? Just the 2 screens. Fast answered that though. See how good she is at reading chat?
I pay attention to you guys so much.
She does. She pays really good attention. She has lots of practice. Physics engine can be complex. Yeah, it's a 2D one at least. That's not too bad. That's better than a 3D one. A little
Wouldn't you
bit.
just do it once and then
And
you
it's
just
like radial
record
checks.
the one thing that it does?
Well,
And then
whoops.
it would just do that every time?
Yeah. Witness me. Hey, it's Lucario. That was not from your stream. I left it running, Lucario. It hit 100 pretty quick. I raided Lucario last time and left the swear jar going, like watching his stream. That dude swears a lot. He swears a lot while playing
looks like you
COD.
found your first customer.
Yes, I have. But I ran it like
Do you
on my
want
computer.
sponsors, Lucario? Because if you want sponsors, then you can't fucking swear.
Yeah, no, he's not getting no sponsors unless they're like not family friendly.
I'm sorry. It looks like our sponsors' brands and you just don't align. Our values are a little different.
Yeah.
We want to be inclusive for children.
That's the next thing that we're also going to do, by the way, Fass, is right now you said fuck, but it took a little while for the fuck to land, so to speak. And so what we want it to do is
It's the
say,
worst
like...
when the fuck doesn't land.
The fuck doesn't land. That's the worst. We're going to have, like, the word pop up and go, like, fuck, as it appears on screen.
I don't know if that'd work for sponsored streams. Then you're just substituting the fact that I'm not saying, like, I'm saying fuck, you're doubling down.
Well, it can be a setting. That's the thing. Is this whole thing actually supports settings. So right now, to illustrate, let me just show you if
Yeah, make the one where you can customize it for one word, like what Castell said. That one's cool.
Yeah, that's another really cool idea. You guys want to hear Castell's idea? She's like, she's like, just make it support a swear list, and then you can set your own words up instead of the pre-configured ones. Totally possible. Totally possible. But look.
She wants to stop saying like, so she wants a like counter instead.
I say like a lot.
List.
Yeah. So we're gonna rerun this thing, and look what happens if I if I say show count to false, then we get this swear jar instead. Rerun. Come on. I have to really like push it to work sometimes for some reason.
That's not a good sign.
A swear list would be good. Fuck would be the most used word for me, for sure, yes. It was. There was some shits in there, but it was mostly fucks. Okay, hold on. Did that not work at all? Did I totally lie? Did I tell you that this would turn off the count, and then it didn't turn off the count? Am I a liar? I am totally a liar. Whoa!
That was so well timed.
Bose, thank you for the follow. And what the heck? When did Tiff slip into
10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago with the follow? Thank you, Tiff. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the follow. I'm sorry I missed your message. And Bose, thank you for coming along and following the stream.
Bose is awesome.
Yeah, Hantak, you're onto it. I think that's a really cool idea. We can let people have their own profanity list. Absolutely. We can do that. Yeah, that's a great idea, and we'll do that for sure. But let's see. There's
I think that would be really fun because then you can make deals with like chat where like they can try and bait you into saying a certain word all stream.
Yep.
And then you can like, so stream can actually be like, oh, got you to say it. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? How there's those games that you play at theme parks with people where you have to get them to say something and then you win.
Right. Yeah.
You could then play that with chat.
What would you guys get me to say? What do I say a lot? Like way too much. Everybody has patterns. I probably have patterns where I say something way too much. Also, sub goal complete. Hell yeah. Oh, wait. The sub goal must be like... Yeah, hold on. Sub goal of 10. Oh, it's a little sub goal. I put that on-screen sub goal with the haircut, and this is a different sub goal. How do you set your sub goals up, Faz? Because we got distracted. We were going to do a thing.
Yeah, you're also going to install BTTV and
BTTV.
7TV.
Okay, I'm doing it. Right now, we're here. BTTV. Is that this?
That's the one.
All right. Log in.
Yeah.
Install Chrome extension. Surely I can just install a Chrome extension without a login.
You probably have to log in. I don't know.
Add to Chrome. Yes. Add the extension.
I think you need to log in because as a streamer, you then allow different modes on your that are able to be used in your stream. So you have to it's kind of like the profanity filter. You have to select the ones that then can be used in your channel. You just don't get all of them.
Well, I think that might have just been added. How do I now test this, guys?
Well,
Better TV.
You have to log in.
Yep.
Yeah, authorize.
We can do that. And now we logged in.
And now chat can suggest emotes that they want in, I think. Or you
okay.
See, so you get 50 slots. So you can browse emotes and stuff, I think.
Oh, by the way, notice now the swear jar doesn't have the counter. See? Configurable. Now I can say, fuck, shit, damn. And...
That is actually a really cool configuration.
Yeah.
Option.
Yeah. We'll be able to
I got you, Sussy. Don't even worry, chat. We're going to need some suggestions of emotes that he wants.
Boom, boom.
Emotes.
Hey,
Popular.
I said 3.
Here you go.
There's only 2 coins.
What do you want, chat? Monka S?
Ooh.
Wait, what?
This was really easy to integrate. This is how easy our tool's going to be, guys.
I don't... Wait, popular. You guys definitely want to clap. Why can't you
This
add
is why
that?
Chrome plugins are a good idea.
Why can't I add that? Dashboard, channel.
Uh-huh. Fass has got it. Fass has got this. If BTTV has emotes, just do that. Yeah, well, okay. BTTV is better TV, so
well,
we're good.
Actually, we wanted this one so you could edit people's names, I think.
Right. It's so funny that they don't like build this into the platform. We're trying to have a look.
I don't know.
Right, meow. Fizz, you have a lot of
Just kick W. Yeah, I
Of
don't know.
messages.
Chat. How do you do it? Popular. Trending.
I mean, I see
How
the
does
keck
it-
emote all the time.
Yeah, usually there's just a button to add to my thing there here whenever I come here. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, why is it a set? I don't want to do a set.
Okay.
Does that work?
Can someone try that? Oh! Hold on. There,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
see it in the chat. I see the keck. We also need nodders. I see some nodders are needed.
Clap. Is it here? Is it easy to click?
Where's
Or you can
nodders?
just search it. Has to be here. 2Ds.
Nodders. Ah, yes. Nodders, of course. Yep. Lower. Lower? Lower?
Huh? Lol W.
Lower.
The fuck is lol W? How's this just not like a...
We can just search it though.
You can.
Yep. Lower.
No, L-U-L.
Oh, whoops.
L-U-L.
Lower. Which one?
Any of them. I don't think it really matters. It's just as long as they type that in chat, it pushes out one.
That one's got better color, but this one's facing the right way. It's dilemma. All right, that one. And it's going in the channel. Surely Cat Jam isn't one.
Cat Jam's one.
Cat Jam's one. All right, Cat Jam. Cat Jam. Cat Jam. Oh yeah, I see. The cat's jamming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
God, that Hyper Cat Jam is popping off.
This one or that one?
God.
Cat Jam?
Yeah.
Alright. Cat Jam. Alright. Anything else, chat, while we're here?
Do you still want 7TV chat?
What's 7TV?
It's exactly the same thing, just a little different.
Oh, do we really need both? Rat Jam? What about Strawberry Jam? Which one? With this one? It's that one. Rat Jam. Okay. Yep. Goldie can get permissions too, so he can add them. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Yes, we need both, Mr. Streamer. Yeah, now Suspect's jamming with the cats. We've got Lower going
Just
on.
like that, your chat's a whole lot more friendly.
Uh-huh. But does this work for everyone or just people with it
People
installed?
with the extension installed.
So now I can see what they were doing, and they were doing this the whole time. Uh-huh.
As long as
Nodders.
you have the emotes in set up, then yeah.
Okay, Nodders is a... Hold on. Noppers is different from Nodders. Nope.
See? Yeah.
Which one?
They just want the no version. They're now got a yes, so you can give them a no.
Well...
All caps is what they wanted, I think.
This one?
No. That one?
This one? That one?
I don't know. Yeah?
But there's a couple that are like that.
Yeah, so you can only pick one.
Do you
But
want the...
that's sort of-
yeah, okay. It's got to match the...
yeah, that's...
yeah.
They want that one.
Hey. Yeah, that's right. Cool. The Pepe one. All right, this is what we got, guys. This is what we're working with. You can put me in if you like. What are you talking about, suspect? Which one? The robot? Oh, is that a... Hold
That's
on.
just a smiley face from mobile. Don't even.
All right, cool. Yeah, nice. Now we've got cats and rats jamming with some claps. Good job, Night Streamer. Excellent. Thank you, Fass. The stream has been
You'll have to still figure out how to
enhanced.
customize names, though.
Yeah, okay.
I think that now that you have an account, maybe that's how it works.
I mean, we can ask the GPTs for their advices about this. See if it has something to say. I'm sure it will. Hey GPT, how do I rename chatters in my Twitch?
BTTV.
Is it definitely with BTTV?
I mean, it'll tell you if you can't do it, I guess.
Yeah, that's,
And if you know it's not that one, then you go to 7TV.
yeah. We're
One or
gonna
the other.
find
I
out.
feel like it's BTTV because I feel like it was before 7TV came around. That I
We're gonna find out. Stream successfully hijacked with like cool emotes. I'm down with it. Twitch chat name replace it. That's a good idea.
Well, just get a whole extension for the thing you want to do. That
Uh-huh.
also works.
We can do that.
Hey,
Chatbot
isn't that
with
kind of like what you
feature
wanted to
nicknames.
make? Wow.
It
There's
is.
7
It's
of
like
them
somebody
available.
already did
It's
that.
kind of like you didn't have to spend a lot
Here
of
we
time
go.
programming.
Customized chat appearance. Changing nickname colors. Change nickname colors. How do I change? Yep.
No, that's what you can do, I think. Changing your
Hiding.
name colors.
Adding custom emotes. Okay, so can I do this with Better TTV?
Penny, no, I'm not that mean.
Ask them nicely. Yes. I feel like we've got some cool, like we've got a swear jar emote, Fass. Have you seen that one? We've got our swear jar. We've got a Goldie emote. Do you have a Goldie emote? I do. I've got a nacho emote. See?
Wow.
How cool is this?
That's...
We've got a based heart that people like.
Whoa.
And
Wait,
when
what does that heart look like? Why does that look like the Twitch heart?
does it?
It looks like the bleed purple heart.
Well,
from Twitch.
It's yeah. You jealous, Vass?
Whoa. Yeah, all my emotes are full. I can't add any new ones. You jealous?
I am jealous that you've got a lot of cool emotes. It's true. Yeah, look, we've even got Fizz doing the ship it when it works. And we've also got the no bugs when we fix the bugs. Or when we express how much we hate bugs. Yep. You need to get your emotes sorted too, Lucario. Look, I'm still figuring it out. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Let's see. It does not offer a feature to rename chatters.
Alright, I'm gonna ask about 7TV.
What if I just get that one extension?
You could also do that.
Go. 7TV. At some point, I'll have laser tagged themes emotes. That's pretty cool. Fizz, I like laser tag. I can get behind that. It also does not currently support renaming users' display names in chat.
I did it then, but I thought it would have been one of those two things, and somebody else in chat said it, so I believed it.
Who needs Chat GPT when you have chat?
Exactly.
Hey chat, how do we do this? How do we make this happen? The whole thing's a little off track from our swear jar, but we're going to make the stream better in ways that don't require massive amounts of code, huh?
How do you see your view count? Gotta get better.
Right. Well, I figure always looking at that isn't necessarily the best.
I thought for you right now it is definitely.
It is. That's true. That is true. Yeah. I have to, Fass is right. I have to be conscious of the viewers. But, all right, where are we going?
We're leaving at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
We're leaving at 9 a.m.
Will you be ready?
Tomorrow.
Closed-in shoes, long pants?
Yes, I'll be ready at 9 a.m. But we can't stream too late, chat. We can't stream too late. We've probably got like another half an hour or so, okay? Fass has reminded me. Okay, so let's do the one
Later.
thing that we know that we can do. Let's replace the 20 with Fass's font.
I
Thank
don't
you
know
for
if
the
my
reminder,
font will even
Fass.
look good. I don't even know if I did numbers.
You didn't do numbers?
No, I think I did, but they're probably the shittest out of them.
Are they your handwriting?
Yeah, it should be.
Oh, that's sick. Guys, that's sick.
It should be.
Fass being the voice of reason, when does that ever happen? She's always the one doing the crazy ideas. But they always work out. They always work out well. Need proof? Check out the haircut. Oh, how good. How good's that?
Bye.
Alright. Good night, Fass. Sleep well. Okay, guys. We got 1 hour. We're gonna speed run. Speed run changing the font on the website, okay? It's happening. It's happening. No more of this enhancing chat with coolness. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. Let's go. And I'll get rid of this so that we're no longer flashbanging, because white screens flashbang people. Okay, where are we at? So, shall we, since we're speed running, shall we just do it ourselves instead of relying on AIs? Because AIs can sometimes take a really long time. That said, we did stash the change where the AI kind of like half did it for us, remember? Let's see, here's the stash. There's the stash, not the mustache, the stash. I mean, there we go. Let's just take that for a start. I feel like, yeah, we can just throw that at the bottom of the coin count text. The coin count text. And then we might already be in a way better spot. So let's go with that. And you know, this whole time, I have not given us music. And I should have done. So let's get some cool music. Now that we're going to lock in. Is it newer? Is it the newer BTTV? I don't know. I only just installed it, Fizz, so I feel like I'm going to have the latest version of it anyway. So I'm not sure. Stream music, no copyright. And yes, I'm down with that. Let's see. That one. Dude, that looks pretty good already, right? Hey, Riven, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How's life? Okay, we're going to need to... Let's see, we're going to change our audio output device just to make sure we get some decent sounds going on. And then, music. Can we go with lo-fi? Yeah, that'll do. Alright. Those numbers look pretty cool. Already, this is way better, but should we just like do it so that we get Fasses? I feel like we should just do a little bit more work and get Fasses one going. That would be cool, right? Yeah. Or in the sake of like, just to keep things going fast, maybe we just call this done and circle back to fastest font later, because I feel like it's going to be a whole bunch of messing around to get the font working. What do we think? Ooh, there we go. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you, Goldie. I mean, yeah, it's working all right with this font. I mean, my Discord's messing up, so I can't even get to the dang message. Let's see. There we go. Click to see attachment. Oh, she did send us the fonts a while ago. All right, let's see. Yeah, I do want to make this work, so we'll just stash this, and if we can't do this in 10 minutes with fastest font, then we're going to bail out and do something else. And we discard that because we don't need that. But yeah, okay, so custom font, take one. And now let's get fastest font and see if we can place it in the solution. and then we'll get the AI to have a shot at using that font. You're great. Life is fine. How's the swear jar going? Riven, it's going pretty good. Here it is. You can see it on screen. It's probably come a long way. There's also one running up there that's like going live, though the count will reset every time I make it, change and rerun it. But if I go like, you'll need to give it like 10 seconds. But if I say, fuck, then 10 seconds later, we'll wind up with a coin up there, which is pretty cool. Now you can't hear the music. Somewhere in between. There it is. There it is. Yep. But what I want to do is like try and connect the coins to the you liking it, Riven? And look at that. We've also got like claps going in the chat, which we've just configured, so I can see it now. And we've got a very enthusiastic clap from Fizz, which is cool. Okay, so yeah, let's do this thing. I'm gonna download fastest font. Okay. Come on, AI, don't fail me now. Let's move fast. That can go to Stream Tools. And this is what we saw last time, guys. This is what made that change. And it made way more changes than we actually needed. Okay, so new chat. I want to... Okay, hold on. That's undone something. We didn't want that. That's what we... Okay, so now we can tell this. I want to load a font from... I'm going to make a new folder. And then in that, we're going to stick... Let's stick both of them. There's a rich text font and a text font. She's got multiple formats of this. I don't know which one's going to be better yet. But let's just grab them both for now, and we'll delete the one that we don't need. So we've got an OTF and a TTF. There we go. Okay, so we want to use, in place of this font here, I want to use either this font, and then we can go file. I think it's file. Let's see. It's in. What do we got? Yeah, it's one of these. Fast font 1 or file. Choose whichever is better. Is better, and replace it. Just sent me instructions on how to modify the channel point redeems. By the way, thank you, Goldie. I'm so slow to get to those because I'm so busy, but I'm 100% going. It's on the to-do list. I'm going to make some time to go and circle back to doing that. Let's see. I don't know if this works. So I need to kind of like, how will this, let's first accept it. How will this know where to load the font from? Because I'm skeptical that that just works, but maybe it does. Let's give it a rerun and find out. Because if it does work, that'd be really cool. I feel like having fastest font would really put a, literally put her signature on this thing. I mean, I just wanted the explanation. After I've added the app, this specifies the location of. Has it though? Okay, cool. So shouldn't it have done that in the first place? All right. Let's see. Let's let it rerun. I do see a new font in there. So let's go have a look at our changes. I mean, all this stuff we didn't need, so get rid of that. Ooh, interesting. This, not needed. Discard. Hello? Unable to write to that file. Permission denied. That's pretty weird. Since when's that a thing? Is it because it's running somehow? That's a strange error. Is that really Fass's handwriting? Pretty odd. Okay, it was because it was running. That's pretty also odd. But rerun, and now we're there. We should be able to see Fass's handwriting here, which would be pretty sick. I mean, not bad. That looks like handwriting. Why do we lose our border? I don't want that. That can get discarded because we don't need those comments, but I mean, and also it doesn't need, which is better, OTF or TTF? I feel like I've seen OTF more often, but maybe what it's done here in the app.css is like made it a little, I don't know, we'll keep both. Seems to be working. But why do we think it's lost the pink color inside it? And I feel like now that we have this font, we need to push it down a little. But we should try and see it in the... I mean, look how... If I make this number 0, look how little it is in the OBS browser source. She made the font on Steam. Interesting. On stream. She made the font on stream. Like, live. Fizz, Google's explanation. OTF, OpenType font, and TTF, TrueType font, are both formats, font formats, but OTF is a more recent versatile standard that builds on the foundation of TTF. While TTF files are older and more common, OTF offers more advanced features and capabilities, making it a preferred choice for many design applications. For a subathon, that's sick. She's got such good ideas. All right, with that in mind, guys, I'm going to unstage that. Well, hold on. We can stage it, but let's go in. Let's go in first, just jump in here. Let's open that file. Which was it? Our app.css. App.css, we're going to get rid of that. And we'll go with, yep, OTF, since that's the better standard. Thank you very much, Fizz. I really appreciate that. We're going to rename this to not have the edit rename. That was really helpful, Fizz. I genuinely appreciate you going and Googling like that. It saves me a minute. That's cool. And then, let's see. That might be enough. We'll rerun this. I'm very surprised that Fast does a 0 with a line through it, though. Yeah, she's alright and stuff. She is alright and stuff. She's awesome. That would be funny. See if the swear jar can handle DevStream. Yeah, I've run it on DevStream before. We could run it quickly now before we sign off. I think Dev is even streaming like this very moment, right? That could be cool to see. I'm annoyed that the... Like, you guys notice how my overlay here, the size of the font is different? I really need to figure out why that's the case. Because I want it to render consistently. I really want it to be the same size wherever somebody sees it. And if I make this 0, you guys can see there that my 0 sits closer to the center. See this? See how the positioning of the number is off? That annoys me. That annoys me. And if it doesn't annoy you, you do not have the same attention to detail that I have. I want it to be like correctly positioned. And also, it's smaller. It's just smaller. I don't know why the browser source would be smaller, but yeah. It's the older pirate style. At least the older days now. Yeah. It triggers you too, Goldie? Yeah. We can stick it to the bottom. Possibly that will fix it. Yeah, that's a good point. We can look at the structure of the page, though. I think it's centered. And so what's happening there is its position. I'm not gonna lie, those beats are kind of sick for a copyright free song. I'm into it. So we've got this like this top here. What if we bottom and then move down like that? I mean that's the bottom suggestion. Hantak. Hey, look at that. We've got a new follow from Heaven Choice. Really appreciate the follow, man. Not too many people come along and jump into these programming streams. So I appreciate you being here and you following, man. That's so good. We're making a swear jar. You can see this one here on the right is a browser overlay that you can just use in Twitch and anyone can use in Twitch. And then on the left one is our development work in progress. And this is what happens when you say rude things. At the moment, there's a bit of a delay because this is something that renders off the live Twitch stream. So if I say fuck, 10 seconds later, you're going to see some coins drop into this jar here. And that's a basic demonstration of what it's doing. We're currently tweaking and making some changes right now. There it goes. There it goes. But yeah, before we move on from this, guys, what do you think? Should I try and get the outline working? Because I think... what was it? There was somebody had the WebKit text stroke suggestion here. Let's try and make this one and see if like with that we wind up with something that looks a little better. You could bump up the music a touch more too. It's a little quiet. Okay. Thank you, Goldie. Goldie, you always help me make a better stream. I really appreciate all your feedback, dude. Stick it to the bottom and it will fix it. Yeah, all right. Let's try it with the bottom because I think the bottom was not a bad idea. So, where was the percentage when we moved it to the bottom? We had it at... Oh, hold on. We might have lost it. 29%. So let's stick that in our code. 29. Go to bottom, give that a rerun, and then see where we stand. Yeah, okay. I think I see what's happened. It's because the stroke is so thin, the outline now doesn't work as well. So what we need to do is see if we can do something like WebKit text stroke with an outer stroke. I wonder if that exists. I mean, who was it that came up with this? I think it was... Man, I need to keep a list of people who make cool contributions with like solving problems. Because I don't want to forget when people do cool things like that. So, let's see. Maybe we just do it here with the AI. We say, right here, I want an outer stroke version of this. Can we make this stroke an outer stroke? And we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, this music volume is better. I hope you're all vibing with it. I'm going to have to build a playlist of like streamable music. I'm vibing with this. It sounds like you want... So here, well, let's bring this in the middle so you guys can follow along. It says, it sounds like you want the text stroke to only appear on the outside of the text character. The property CSS WebKit text stroke and its standard counterpart text stroke applies a stroke that is typically centered on the text path, meaning it extends both inwards and outwards. Achieving the outer stroke effect that only extends outward is not a standard feature of CSS text properties and usually requires a bit more complex technique like text shadow. Could you please clarify the specific visual effect you are trying to achieve? I want the text to render as it is, but since I have chosen a very thin font, I still want the color of the text itself to show. You can look for NCS, no copyright sounds on YouTube. NCS.io, hell yeah, that's going to be handy. We had an amazing list that Goldie put together of music guys, and it was sick, but it was on, it was built into, here, look at that, we're bookmarking that. That's Stream Beats. That's, well, look, are we just coming to the end of our music right now? I think I chose a really long mix, and I'm kind of vibing with this one, so I'm going to keep it rolling. But we'll keep this in mind for next time. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, Hanzak. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Goldie, for what you did before, finding a Spotify playlist. That really made a difference, but I just couldn't deal with the ads anymore. And there's another one. Yeah, bookmark too. YouTube. Cool. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, where are we at? So they want to take an approach. What's it done here? I mean, I'm happy with the... Interesting. What happened? Because our color was fine. Yeah, I know I can change the text color AI. That's not what I wanted to do. The problem, so reject, is that the text color is correct, but the stroke covers all the text because it is thin. I need outer stroke for this reason. I think we're going to have to go back to that shadow thing that we had before and just make that work. It kind of suggested it here too, like the text shadow or SVG. Yeah, we've gone back to the text shadow version, and it might be right. So let's see if we can make that work. The text color has come through. Yeah, we're going to do all that. All right. Yep, I don't like your comments, but we can get rid of those. And you didn't need to explicitly remove it. Let's have a shot at that. See if we get some results with that. Hey guys, stop and rerun. I'm also realizing that it might be slightly more aesthetic if I have these things running in Windows for the purposes of the stream. And I also should drag this a little up and across here. And I can then put myself a little out of the way. And this could go small for now. Stick this up as it reloads up there. All right, cool. Now we're in business. Hantak, you have a question. How hard is it to get back into dev from a consultant position? To get back into dev? Hantak, do you mean you left being a developer to become a consultant and now you want to go back into being a developer? Is that essentially what you're asking here? Because I mean, you can be a dev without, like, if you really just want a dev, you can start doing it like today. And if you're a consultant and you've probably got this like pretty decent list of like projects that you've worked on and a decent portfolio, that really helps. That can make it a lot easier to get a full-time job if you wanted to. So totally doable. Totally a doable thing, man. Okay. How are we looking? Let's bring up our window again. Jar tester. I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. We need to probably increase the stroke, which is where this goes a bit wrong. 1 pixel becomes 2 pixels. Replace, replace, replace. Oh, damn it. 1 px. Replace all. Let's see how that goes. What did I say? I don't remember swearing. Is that a mistake? I think it is. Where is it? Not the terminal. I want the run list. It's got to be somewhere back here. Damn! I did swear. I did swear, guys. It wasn't wrong. Should that be removed from the profanity filter? I feel like damn is too nice a word. This one. Look, I don't like that when it gets big. So I don't know how to... Maybe fastest font has a bold. That would be a way to do it. Yeah, you guys got it. You guys got it. You call it. You caught it. It was damn. Hantak. No. So I applied for a job. It's a data analyst and consultant position. I will most be working with data science. Will be coding too for a bit. But I mean, if I want to go for a software developer, is it hard? Because of course I will be doing more maths as an analyst. Yeah, there are certain software dev jobs where math comes in really handy though, Hantak. You just have to make sure that your skills are sharp for the coding interview. And most of the time, it depends on the kind of company that you're applying for. If you're applying for a big organization, they'll want to see you do like leak code problems and things like that. But if you're going for like a startup, they'll care about like what have you built and what have you shipped. And it might be better to just like focus on making a good portfolio. So maybe it's just like, I might be able to answer your question a little bit better if you can talk more about the kind of job that you want, or more importantly, the kind of company that you want to work for. Because from there, you can make more informed decisions about what's important to have in your portfolio, right? Okay, so are we getting rid of damn, guys? Because I don't think I felt hard done by. I felt like I didn't swear there, but maybe I did. Quick poll. One, like, yes for the, there we go again. Poll, yeah. Is damn a swear word? Damn a swear word. A for yes. Yes. B, no. Start poll. Because I feel like that, I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it. I wasn't rude. I was being really polite. By the way, though, can I just point out, I think the positioning of that number is a little bit better. Maybe I have to just go like 1 pixel up and it'll still look good in both scenarios. But the 3 is positioned better now that it's going from the bottom. I think that was a really good idea. I feel like damn isn't a swear word. For children maybe, but not for adults. Okay, cast your vote. Cast your vote. I think we got a lot of no's. So probably we're removing it from the list. Because I've just said it a bunch of times and I don't feel like I was being rude. So probably shouldn't stick there. But yeah. Okay, where are we at? In parts of the US it is. Okay, Sly, okay. But no wins, so it's removed. But I do think it's becoming pretty clear that having our own profanity list isn't necessarily a good move. It should be something that the users can configure themselves. So that'll be a slightly complicated feature, but I think we can do it. We can definitely do it. All right, so let's see. Where are we at? So this actually, I think, is rendering quite well. What I was thinking before I got sidetracked by being called a swearer when I was hardly swearing at all, is that I think if there's a bold variant for this font, that might be the way to go. So let's discard these changes. So let's stick that here because I'm liking the way that looks. From here, where was it? It's here. I think I want to discard these changes. Discard that. And now, if I pull up this, what if I want to make this bold? What if we made that bold? That would be a way to probably solve it. Hmm. I agree. Castell was on the spot with that one. Yeah, you mean like the sentiment of it is like important? I totally agree. Like context is really important. Cass is so smart with these things. I feel like she'd actually contribute a lot of positive ideas to a stream that we're doing here. You know, I don't know if she'd ever want to collab, but that would be awesome. That'd be so fun. She can work on the profanity filter part of it. She's such a nerd. Yeah, but like, we like that here. We like that here, guys. We are into that. Definitely a fan of the nerdiness. Alright, here we go. Still, it just looks black. That's the unfortunate thing. So let's go 29.5. I don't like that we're trying to find a middle ground that works on both of these things. Okay, hand tag, here you go. So I want to go into fields related to AI, but if I start as an analyst, chances are I might have to go into consultancy. I'm just a fresher and getting a job as a fresher. The market is saturated. I talked to my friend's brother and he told me that analyst is a good way to become a data scientist. He's a senior data scientist, so I'd really keep my hands on the keyboard even if I'm consulting. Look, Hantak, I kind of agree with him. I don't think it's a bad thing to be a consultant. One of the advantages that you get being a consultant is variety. Sometimes if you wind up at a position, especially as something like a data analyst where, you know, I got my start in a game studio making computer games, and that was totally a kind of situation where they threw me at lots of different problems that changed all the time. It's like one minute I'm doing UI, the next minute I'm doing hardcore software engineering and optimization, the next I'm doing networking. I learned so much in that position where I was just thrown at lots of different problems that I wouldn't trade it for as difficult as it was, I wouldn't trade it for a different job. If you get a full-time job as a data scientist, they're going to be throwing you at very narrow problems for a very long time. And it may not give you the same room for growth as you would otherwise get. So one way you can kind of sidestep that is by being a consultant. For a consultant, they're going to bring you in and they'll throw you at like one narrow problem for a pretty short period of time, and usually when things are on fire and going wrong. That's often when consultants are really needed, is when they really need extra help. And under those conditions, it'll be more pressure, but sometimes that pressure creates diamonds. And unfortunately, it's like the good and the bad thing about being a consultant is you can often just like when a mess gets made, you can walk away from it and not be stuck solving it for years and years and years, which you should learn to do. You should learn to like not create problems and solve the problems you create. But at the same time, if you want to learn quick, you can like be involved in projects often in their formative phases or in their move fast phases. So, but that said, like maybe you'll get brought in as a consultant to fix problems like later in the project too. So the advantage of being a consultant there, Hantak, I think, is that you get the variety. You get the variety of experience, and so it's not a bad idea. It's just like to go that way initially. It's sometimes less stability, but you know sometimes the pay is higher to compensate for that. So I would say just go for it, man. The best thing you can do is just do something. The greatest cost in life is often not the path chosen or the path not taken, but indecision, not taking any path and sitting still. So do something and then, adjust as you go. Okay, so the idea was that maybe by making it bold, it would make the lines a little bit thicker and we wouldn't wind up with See, this is the thing, guys, using this custom font, we can always just roll back to the last version that worked with the shitty not personalized fast font. Though I wouldn't really want to do it. It might be one way to might be one way to just get progress fast to roll back to that version. Sounds like great advice. I like to keep a diverse set of skills, so thanks for it, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, no worries, Hantak. And there's not too much difference between data science and like the hardcore LLM, like neural net modeling stuff. There's like a lot of math and data analysis inside of that as well. So if you really do want to keep moving in the direction of doing, doing AI, data science isn't the worst place to start. Goldie is right. Yeah, you get flown overseas when people have broken shit they need fixing. That happened to me. Goldie's absolutely right. I was once flown all the way to to Taipei in order to fix a problem with some Bluetooth hardware. What was that? What was that? Oh, I did say shit. I said some broken shit. So I'm swearing more than I realize. This thing's working quite well, guys. It's working quite well. It's catching me out. It's catching me out. It's legit. That's, yeah. It's surprising how this is really fun when it's actually working on you. I'm glad I left this running because I didn't think I swore very much. But yeah. It's nice sometimes, Hantak, but if you have to do it too often, then yeah. But also, notice my behavior, guys. I heard the problem. I heard the coin drop. Literally heard the coin drop. And then I went and checked the backlog of text to find the thing that I said. I feel like this thing is actually going to have people are going to think it's broken unless you show them the swear word that they said. So, yeah, we'll have to implement that feature for sure. How much time have we got? Because Fast did make a point of saying I had to go to bed for an early start tomorrow. All right. She's right. I've run out of time. All right, votes in the chat. We've got two options. I'm gonna roll this back first so you can see what it all looks like. So let's stash this. So stash fast font. Then we go custom font take one. Let's rerun this and have a quick look-see, guys. Yeah, Lucario, you're right. You're right. You're not going to necessarily need to see. You're not going to need to see it because of the frequency of swearing, but. Yeah, I don't know how to exactly do this, but I think if it might be valuable to see the swear word come up with a setting that allows you to turn it off. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Goldie, for the reminder on the time there. It's more like when do I get to bed because we have to start really early type of reminder that Fast was giving me. Okay, guys, I think this text honestly looks better. Reads better at a distance. It's got the color pink in it to match the lid. So it looks quite nice. I'm interested in using Fastest font, but I also want this to look good. So we're going to do a quick poll. Which font looks better? Question is, which font looks better? Handwritten pink, fast font. And we'll give it a minute to see what you guys think. Yeah. I might be this one, guys. I think this one looks best. But I'm interested to see what you guys think. It's too much messing around to get the outline too. I could re-engineer her font to be more bold, but I think the lines are too thin for our purposes. A small pop-up with the word would be good, but more work as well. But having a toggle would be great. Yeah. The pink just works. Right, Goldie? Yeah, the handwritten pink. I think we're going to have to stick with the handwritten pink, guys. Look how much better up here. How much better it looks on the jar on screen. I think that's the deciding factor. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yep. So we're going to leave that stashed. And then we set out to do our handwritten font tasks, so that's nice. Poll ended. Yep. And we have our result. And I think it's the right result. Handwritten wins. The handwritten pink As much as I would love to do Fasses, I think this is the winner. Also, it just takes up the like so much more screen space, so it reads better. So yeah, this is the one. And I don't think we have enough time, guys, to go on with any more features at this point. So let's see. Let's take our... let's go look at our HUD. See what things we had planned. And we'll even jump across to planning. Handwritten font count. We can count it as done. That was good. That goes into that list. The next thing is probably the animated swear word text, which I think will take more time than we have. So I'm glad I got to jump on and do one more features, guys. That was really awesome. With this, with this feature, we're one step closer to putting this on Fas's stream. I think the new text looks great. Don't you guys think? Let me jump across to here. I'll jump to working. The test swear jar. There it is, guys. Let's give it a run for its money just quickly. Before we go, let's run this on dev, right? Hold on. I'm going to just change this. This can go to, if Devalik is still online, we'll go have a look at how often she swears and maybe give that a little laugh. I think we're going to rate her anyway if she's still on. So Devalik, where is this? Yep, she's live. Yeah, we're definitely going to go have a bit of a follow along. All right, let me pause our music. Okay. We got ads. Sorry for that, guys. No, we don't want picture in picture. We want... Was that voodoo? That sounded like voodoo.
I'm trying to find the downstairs way.
Didn't that sound like voodoo, guys? It is! It's Poodoo Child.
Oh my god, all the sentry guns is so iconic.
It is voodoo, yeah, of course it is. Does voodoo swear much, guys? That's the question. Hey, formerly known as Scrug. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you're right, Night Streamer. I think the handwritten one looks better.
Yeah, I think that's their spawn. Yeah.
There's so many of them.
Not gonna lie.
Shoot like a motherfucker. Just camp.
Oh,
It's definitely their
oh, voodoo swore twice. Yes, caught it. It caught one of two.
one.
Wait, spot the 501st.
No, I caught both.
Hostage.
That's funny. I think Fass's advice about making it work with a microphone is actually a really, really good idea. Yeah, I think we should definitely try and do that.
Go down this way.
It's,
Where you come from?
yeah. So it's working. We had 2 swear words from Voodoo, and yeah, he's an Aussie, so of course.
I don't know.
So let's raid them, guys. Guys, thank you for coming along. We knocked one more little feature out. It wasn't going to be a long stream, but I'm glad we got in and did it. I'm going to try my best to do some streams from Brisbane and to do it without the technical issues we had last time. Last time I streamed from Brisbane, it was like, yeah, it was problematic, so I'm going to fix it. Hantak, thank you for getting the raid ready. Let's go Devalik.
He's just spamming his grenades.
There we go. Rating Dev. All right, ready up, guys. Here it goes. 31, 50 viewers, 63. Oh, so many of you guys still here. That was awesome. It was a really good stream. Thank you for hanging out. I know that didn't take, that didn't go a really long time, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out and just doing another stream before it was all done. That was really great. I'll be back in no time at all. I think the week's going to go fast. Like I said, I'll try and stream when I'm in Brisbane I think I should find some time to do it, but it probably won't happen for the rest of the week. It might be the week, it might be early next week that I'm back on again. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys lately. I'm going to miss doing this because I've been doing it a fair bit. So thanks for making this so amazing. Thank you so much for the subs this stream, guys, as well. I really appreciate Thormir, the 5 subs, and Saberman, the 1 gifted sub was absolutely amazing, and Goldie, as always, thank you for continuing to sub. I really appreciate it, man. And thank you for the follows. I'll see you guys before you know it. I'll be back here. We'll finish the swear jar, and we'll get back to doing new cool ideas. So have a great night. See you guys soon. Oh, excellent time.
Oh, I hate when I spawn a squad.
Excellent time. Thank you for the stream, guys, for all of you looking at the vlog. It's been fun.